and now she's working on a new collection of songs with an American producer. I welcome Kimberly and her musical partner in Her Majesty and the Wolves, Spencer Nezey, to Northern Lincolnshire and East Yorkshire.
Hello.
Pleasure to welcome you to the show tonight. It's a busy old time for you guys.
Yeah.
It is. It's very exciting times as well.
Because now we've got Christmas and New Year out of the way, musical acts are starting to work on new projects. Tell me about this one.
Well, this project is what we've been running with is an organic project, and we had a lot of fun working on the album. We worked with some great musicians, worked with some great writers, and you know, listening to Stars in Your Eyes is a opener for the rest of the material that's going to come out, which is really fun and interesting.
Kimberly Spencer just used that expression, an organic project. What do you think he means by that?
Well, organic in the fact that, you know, I was working on material myself. I met Spencer, we vibed and just clicked right away, and everything just kind of started happening. We started writing together, making music. Everything just seemed to flow. And I mean, we did our first live performance the other day. First time in our whole lives live on TV, and it all just kind of happened, and everyone just gets along. We all enjoy what we're doing. We make great music together, and we're just kind of on an awesome organic trip.
I was just thinking, when he says organic, you're not just growing spuds in the studio, are you?
No, we're growing our imagination.
We grow spores too. I do. I'm on that scientist tip. You dig?
So tell me about the music. Tell me about the kind of music you're producing with this project.
It's a lot of it's dance music, but you know, it's like pop music because it's big hooks and stuff like this, and the arrangements are arranged like normal pop songs, but you know, the foundation is all dance music. And we did some dubstep stuff, and we did some Phoenix type stuff, and did some Calvin Harris type. So we did everything. We crossed the plane.
Given we're at the start of the new year, do you feel like you're laying down a marker for the rest of the year with this, and you're actually starting to set the trends for the rest of the year with this project?
I think so. Just knowing what we're about to put out, and all the other stuff that we're gonna put out along the way. Like, we're still gonna put out another mixtape once the album's coming out. We're gonna put out another mixtape. You know, I'm gonna drop some remixes of our own songs and put it out, and you know, ultimately keep doing that stuff until we start touring, and you know, and keep it moving.
Kimberly, what do you think you bring to this project then?
You know, when I met Spencer, it was like he's on a whole other level when it comes to producing and the ideas he brings to the table. Me, my kind of first focus was always wanting to write the music, and Spencer really embraced that and allowed me to, you know, do my thing. We wrote the songs together. We had our friend Raz come in as well, and it kind of became our own writing camp. And since then, we've just been trying to make the best music we possibly could. Now that we're kind of bringing it to our live performances, you know, I have huge ideas. I come from a dance background. I love kind of creative directing, and it's just kind of finding the right people to just create this very conceptual, awesome trip when we get on that live stage.
Obviously, we know you as a member of the Pussycat Dolls, which made you very familiar. Do you feel like with this, you're actually stepping out of that group and actually doing something individually now?
Yeah, I felt like I stepped out of the group a while ago, and ever since have just been really following my heart. And like we said, organic is kind of the word, because, you know, by following my heart and my music interests, it led me to Spencer, and everything's just kind of happened. And nothing's been pushed or, you know, forced. It's just really been an easy way of kind of doing music, and I feel like the music industry needs some new ideas, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
Tell me the story behind the song.
That song was a song I wrote a while ago, and it kind of got some circulation with some other artists and some other people. And then when I had met Kim, we were introduced by a mutual friend, and he was like, you know what? He's like, this song would be really, really good for Kim. Da, 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 da. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, you know, let's try it out. And then Kim was over here, and she recorded the vocals and sent it back, and I got an email. I was like, oh, this is dope. You know, I was like, let's re-record it here. And that was, Kim came back and we recorded the song while we were, I think in June. Mm-hmm. Was it June? Or was it July?
I think so.
June or July, we recorded the song, and everyone was like, yo, we got a hit on our hands. We got a hit on our hands. Which is cool, because it gets people excited and stuff. And yeah. And then next thing you know, we started doing taking treatments and stuff like that, and shot the video.
I like that a lot, actually. From the days when Kimberly Wyatt was still in the Pussycat Dolls, and I Don't Need a Man, I've got music to come from Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. With me on the programme tonight, Kimberly Wyatt and Spencer Nezey. Kimberly, more recently, on the telly, we saw you in an episode of The Buzzcocks on BBC Two with Vic Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Noel Fielding, of course, and Phil Jupitus. What was it like filming that?
It was interesting. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I just kind of went for it. And, you know, I love Vic Reeves. I did Shooting Stars with him before, and it was great. I felt like I met a lot of new, cool people.
It was Juliette Lewis, wasn't it, who was presenting that one?
Who I'm a huge fan of. I think she's phenomenal, and I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm sitting next to Juliette Lewis. And when she got... Oh, I don't even know if that's aired yet, so I'm not going to give it away.
Okay, good.
You can
say, we've seen it in this country. It was on before Christmas.
So when she got on the table and started rocking out, I thought that was like a dream come true.
What do you make of that show? Because there's people like Noel Fielding on it, are very British, and obviously Phil Jupitus is a very English comedian. Do you have anything like that back in the States?
No, I don't think...